In the pantheon of high-performance engines, few occupy a throne as lofty as the 1967 Chevy L88 427. Nestled beneath the hoods of select C2 and C3 Corvettes, this wasn't just an engine, it was a snarling, fire-breathing monster that blurred the lines between production car and track-dominating beast. You see, the 1960s were a transformative period for the American automotive landscape. In the heart of this horsepower renaissance, Chevy's engineers, driven by a pursuit of raw performance, embarked on a mission to create an engine that would redefine speed and power. This endeavor led to the birth of the L88. Now, the foundation for the L88 was laid by the earlier iterations of the Chevy big block V8 engines, beginning with the W series in the mid-1950s. Chevy progressively refined its design and engineering, culminating in the Mark IV series by the mid-1960s. However, the L88 was no mere iteration. It was a beast designed for the racetrack, with lessons learned from Chevy's racing endeavors. The L88's lineage traces back to none other than Zora Arkus-Duntov, the visionary engineer who transformed the Corvette from a stylish cruiser into a true performance powerhouse. Duntov envisioned a Corvette that could conquer racetracks worldwide, and the L88 was the crowning achievement. It wasn't built for comfort or fuel efficiency, it was a finely tuned instrument of speed, crafted for those who craved unbridled power and the thrill of pushing the limits. Beneath the L88's cast iron heart lay a symphony of high-performance componentry, each element meticulously chosen for its strength and contribution to raw power. A forged crankshaft, forged 4340 steel connecting rods, and forged aluminium pistons capable of withstanding a brutal 12.1 compression ratio formed the underlying foundation of the L88. These weren't ordinary parts, they were forged in the fires of racing, built to withstand the relentless pounding of high RPM sprints and punishing endurance racing. Speaking of high RPMs, a snarling mechanical flat-tapped camshaft with a hard-stomping 0.584-inch lift unleashed the L88's true potential. While it sacrificed low-end civility for rough idling and demanding throttle response, this camshaft transformed the engine into a fire-breathing dragon at high RPMs, where its power truly soared.
Got it? There it is.
And with engines like these, who really cares about low RPM drivability? But the L88's most awe-inspiring feature was its pair of all aluminium cylinder heads. This was a bold move in 1967, a time when iron ruled the engine bay, but Duntov knew the benefits: lighter weight for improved handling, superior heat dissipation for sustained power, and high flow intake and exhaust ports that choked with a hunger for air. From its inception, the L88 embarked for racing glory. The L88's thirst for 103-octane race fuel underscored its racing pedigree, further emphasized by the Harley 850 CFM carburetor, which was the largest ever on a GM engine at that time. Now, all of these components made the engine a beast, but exactly how much power did it make? Well, Chevy's official rating for the L88 was a modest 430 horsepower, which doesn't sound all that wow. Most big block V8 motors of the time made low 400s without an issue. But when you talked specs and mentioned the 430 horsepower figure, it was often met with chuckles by those who knew better. You see, when strapped to a dyno, the L88 roared its defiance, consistently spitting out between 550 and 570 horsepower, a true monster hiding beneath a seemingly tame label. Imagine making 120 horsepower more on the tire than the claimed engine power. That's insane. And thanks to that power, an L88 powered machine would complete a standing quarter mile in the low 13 seconds range. Unfortunately, the L88's reign was short-lived, gracing the Corvette from 1967 to 1969. You see, its hefty price tag as well as its uncompromising nature kept production numbers low, with only 216 Corvettes ever receiving its thunderous heart. This scarcity, coupled with the legendary performance, catapulted the L88 equipped Corvette into a realm of automotive treasure. Today, pristine examples command eye-watering sums, coveted by collectors and enthusiasts alike. But saying that they fetch big prices is one thing, but knowing the exact amounts is another. So let's delve a bit deeper. In 2019, an L88 powered C2 Corvette was sold for, well, $3.95 million. It was a one of 20 C2 coupe with an original L88, and apparently only around 10 of the 20 still survive to this day. But when looking at C3 Corvettes featuring this legendary powertrain, they are a lot cheaper, but they're still not cheap. The average sale price of a C3 L88 Corvette comes in at about $436,000 with highs of around $700,000. These prices just prove how amazing and significant these motors were. To end it off, the L88's legacy transcends mere horsepower figures. It embodies a bygone era of American muscle, a time when car makers chased performance with unbridled passion, pushing the boundaries of technology and daring to be different. It stands as a testament to the ingenuity of Zora Arkus-Duntov, a man who dreamed of American V8s conquering the world, and the engineers who turned their dream into a reality. The L88 427 isn't just an engine, it's a legend powering four wheels. It's a mechanical symphony of power, a testament to American audacity, and a reminder that sometimes the greatest machines are born not from necessity, but from the insatiable hunger for speed and the thrill of the open road. At the end of the video, please let me know what you thought of the video number 1, and then what you think of this awesome, crazy engine. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll most probably like most of my other stuff, so just go through my channel, see if there's something else you like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?